Hello, today is Thursday, December 7th, 2023. My name is Daniel Mullany, and behind the camera again we have Nico Greina. And today we are here to film a video source inspection of a fully remanufactured 470S semi-tool spin rinse dryer that has been upgraded with our SITEK Device S1 controller. Our customer is located here in the United States and their PO number is 230379. So today we have a system that involves one of our most popular products, which is an insert product. This allows us to seamlessly change from one substrate size to another, therefore allowing you to run multiple different cassette and substrate types in a single SRD chamber without having to deal with the issues of swapping out hardware with wrenches, screws, and otherwise to change out the rotor. So, for example, we currently have the system configured for 5-inch, and I'm going to switch it over to 6-inch. I would simply remove my cassette, step up, slide out my rotor, which I'll set on my rack to the side. I'll grab my 6-inch rotor now. Slide it right on. And we now have a SRD capable of running 6-inch. And so that's how we'll do our demo for today. I'll go ahead and grab this 6-inch cassette. We're going to load it H-bar in and run our normal recipe here. Okay, so in this customer's case, we're running not just the 5 and 6-inch that you saw here, but also a variety of other sizes. We have an adapter for 4-inch. We have an adapter for 3-inch. And finally, we have one last insert for 2-inch. So in this case, our customer who runs multiple different substrate sizes through their wet process can now support all of those products through a spin rinse dryer without having to deal with the hassle of hardware changeouts. Just simply take our insert, slide it out, and change your substrate size. It's a really great product, and it's also popular for us to provide this type of product with our custom cassettes. So if you have a configuration where you're, say, running 6-inch rounds of a normal semiconductor type product, and you're also doing some other smaller substrate sizes, let's say you're running some 2-inch by 2-inch coupons that don't have a cassette for them. What we can do is design a cassette for your 2-inch by 2-inch coupons, a handle so you can dip it in and out of your chemical bath, and then provide an insert that can slide in and out of your system. Now you're going to find yourself running both products in one chamber, saving yourself the hassle of having to hand dry and improving the yield for both of your products. Okay, so everything's running correctly on the SRD right now. I'm going to go ahead and step to the back. We already finished our rinse process and there are no leaks of any kind in the back. I'll also read off our serial number for our end user, which is SRD-01569. Okay, so not only does this system have the insert product as we just discussed, but it's also been upgraded with the most important part about what we do here, our touchscreen controllers. This is our SITEK Device S1 intelligent controller, and it is an absolute game changer for how your SRD can perform. On traditional SRDs, you'll have PSC 101 or 102 controllers that can be limited by their recipes and troubleshooting capabilities, plus a variety of other issues. Really issues that are in theme with a lot of older equipment. What we do is we take a process that works fine the way that it is, a spin rinse dry process, and we give you the advantages of new equipment through our upgraded controller. Our controller has multiple recipes, control over the heaters, an easy to use alarm screen, a data logging page for logging all of the recipes and alarms that happen on the system, a maintenance mode that allows you to easily troubleshoot any components that you need to from the front screen. It monitors your nitrogen heater for functionality to make sure that the system never runs without hot nitrogen, on your current SRD, that could be the case, and you're just waiting for an operator to arbitrarily say, hey, this cassette seems colder than normal. And so all of those benefits allow us to bring the system up to the 21st century. And then not only are we going to give you all those features that you expect out of a spin rinse dryer, but we're going to save you money. We also have a nitrogen purge saver built into this. So in between process runs, the system's going to purge nitrogen for a short period of time in order to cool down the N2 heater, and then it's going to shut off that nitrogen waste. In typical circumstances, we find that our nitrogen purge saving feature on the SLIK device saves at least $2,000 a year in wasted nitrogen. If that sounds like something that you'd like to happen on your spin rinse dryer, you need to give us a call so we can have a discussion about creating an ROI report so you can really see how much money you're saving. The best part about our touchscreen controller is that it's easily field retrofittable. If I take a look on the back of the controller right now, it has all of the same connections that you currently have on your controller. And so, especially if you have the 101 controller, you just slide yours out, slide ours in, hook up the cables, and you're running. It's as easy as that. Just program in the recipe that you had, and you're immediately running the same way you were before, but now the benefits of everything else I just described. The in-field retrofit is one of the options for installing the SLIK devices. The other option that we offer is for you to send your system to SITEK, where we will fully remanufacture it to like new condition and install our controller along with our light indicator for you. The process that we offer for our refurbishment process is actually the same process that happens for a tool that's sold from our inventory. So when we rebuild the tool, we go through every aspect of the system and put a 1-year warranty on it. Our process includes electropolishing all metal parts, rebuilding all of the components such as the motor, valves, and upright positioner, replacing every consumable, most commonly windows, seals, and gaskets, reassembly or going through a reassembly process where we QC the tool, we make sure that it's spaced correctly, electrically sound, has proper flow rates, has no leaks, and is ready for plug and play in the field. Once those head assemblies are completed, we're going to put them into our final configuration. In this case, it's a standalone single chamber system, where in other cases it may be a double stack. And then we're going to film a video source inspection and upload it to the web for you to view. That video source inspection is what we're filming right now. Okay, so it looks like we've got 100 seconds left of dry 2. Everything's been running great on the system so far. The demo on that we've been filming today has been using a normal spin rinse dryer recipe. That spin rinse dryer recipe starts with a low RPM rinse to provide a quality rinse to the chamber and make sure that there's no residual chemicals coming in from the previous process steps. We then go through a 10-second purge where we're going to blast any residual water out of the DI manifold to make sure nothing drips out and hits onto the cassette and substrates during the dry process. We're going to then ramp up to a high RPM for about 1.5 minutes. We're going to ramp up to a high RPM in order to sling the majority of the water off the cassette and substrates, as well as sheeting any bigger water droplets so they're easier to dry. Then we're going to ramp down to a lower RPM. We'll spend maybe 5 minutes at this lower speed to let the heater blankets and the nitrogen heater finish the drying process. That recipe that I just described is one of the most effective ones to use and will allow you to have the best chance at low particle counts and properly dried wafers. Okay, 25 seconds left. So I mentioned a lot in this video today, but when it comes down to it, if you have any need for the spin rinse dryer, controller upgrades, refurbishments, or then any parts and services, rotor rebalances, motor rebuilds, controller repairs, windows, seals, valves, sensors, anything that you need for the spin rinse dryer, we are your company for that. We have been a spin rinse dryer company for 25 years. We are experts with this tool set, and if you have an issue, we can fix it, and if you don't have an issue, we can still improve your situation. Okay, so we've now completed our process here. We see that we've now moved over to our successful run page and our light indicator has changed color. I can now open the door and I can feel into the chamber that the air is still purging and hot. When I hold my cassette, it's warm to the touch, knowing we had a successful dry process, and all of our substrates are dry, and they'd be ready for the next step in our manufacturing process. So, I'd like to thank you for taking the time to view our video inspection for today. Again, my name is Daniel, and this video was filmed for SITEK Process Solutions. If you want to learn more about what we do, please take a look at some more of the videos on our YouTube channel, which is probably where you're at right now, or go to our website at www.sitekprocess.com. You can always as well give us a call at 916-797-9000, and to talk to me directly, dial extension 2201, and I'd be happy to have a conversation. Thank you again for your time, and have a nice day.